In this video, I will cover my main takeaways from the book Quiet by Susan Cain. This book gives perspective on how to thrive as an introvert in the world that sees extroverts as better. Being an introvert, I really enjoyed reading this book because it more strongly reinforced my belief that being an introvert is completely fine. Introduction. Let's start by defining terms. Introverts are people who feel just right with less stimulation, for example when they're reading a book in a quiet room, whereas extroverts feel just right with high levels of stimulation in their environment, for example meeting a lot of new people or outdoor music concerts. When introverts are exposed to a higher stimulation environment, they get drained much more quickly and need to spend more time recovering. While they can train themselves to act as extroverts for a limited period of time, this is exhausting for them and they need to take time to recover. No one is fully an introvert or fully an extrovert. This personality trait lies on a spectrum. The psychological basis for introversion. Why are introverts that way? It's partly genetic and partly environmental. These personality traits can be traced back to the genes and also the physiological response of the brain in various situations. The brain of an introvert can go into overdrive quite easily with limited external stimulus, for example meeting a group of new people, and hence they get exhausted faster. If you're an introvert, you can stretch your personality a little bit from your genes but not too far. This information needs to be a source of relief. You can now focus on being yourself rather than pretending to be an extrovert. Your physiology just doesn't allow you to be smiling and laughing in big groups of people for extended periods of time. Benefits of introversion. Some of the biggest innovations were made by introverts because of their introversion, not despite. For example, Steve Wozniak, the co-founder of Apple, built the first Apple computer by working alone in his garage. While everyone else was out there socializing, Woz stayed home to work on his school projects all by himself. The story is the same with Bill Gates, J.K. Rowling, Gandhi, and many other prominent figures. This quiet personality type is what fuels creativity. It is what helps you stay focused on a period for extended periods of time. This is easier for introverts to do as they don't crave more external stimuli. Introverts also tend to be deep thinkers who like solving problems. They're also good listeners, empathic, and introspective. So if you're an introvert, focus on how you can use these strengths of yours to build something great instead of trying to change your personality. When should you act as an extrovert? If you're an introvert, you should learn to play extrovert for a limited period of time for projects that you care about. For example, going out to a party with your extroverted spouse, or when teaching is a part of your profession. If you don't do this, you will continuously keep bumping into problems with social relationships in your life, which makes it much harder to play to your strengths as an introvert. And when you learn to be okay with limited exposure to novel situations, it is possible for you to do better than full extroverts by using your strengths of listening, empathy, deep thinking, and strong preparation. Handling conflicts. If you and your partner have different personality types, talk openly, discuss how you feel in various situations, listen to how they feel, and find a middle ground that works for the both of you. If there's a party that your partner wants you to attend this weekend, you can attend it with the compromise that you're allowed to stay in a quiet environment for the rest of the weekend. What if your job demands an extroverted personality or involves more social interaction? You should try to renegotiate the terms to suit your personality better. For example, try to get a more private work desk or try to work from home 2 days a week, while being ready to play extrovert when your job demands it. If it's a job that you don't personally care about and it needs you to play being an extrovert for extended periods of time, that's a recipe for burnout. So switch jobs. Concluding thoughts. If you are an introvert, don't worry about socializing with everyone and prefer quality over quantity. Put yourself in an environment which has the right level of stimulus most of the time. Use your powers of persistence, concentration, insight, and sensitivity to do the work you love. Focus on solving interesting problems, making art, and thinking deeply. Respect your partner's need for socializing and your own for solitude. I personally enjoy spending a lot of time working alone on projects and reading books and doing other things, and I can go for weeks without seeing another human face. This book helped me realize that this is not a flaw, but it is a great quality when used correctly can help me produce groundbreaking work. I hope you enjoyed my video. Subscribe to my channel for weekly videos like this one and let me know any comments that you have below.